Ladies and gentlemen, how are you doing? Today we're here for another video, and this video is basically a recap of how was my performance during the DICE rally events, right? I basically finished just 4 rounds so that I could get the mate, the Ghost Bell mate, and I played a deck each round. I started with ninjas. Second round, I went with Dragonlink. Third round, I went with Yubel Finsmith. And fourth round, I played, what was the name again? Played Ritual Beast. And it was pretty smooth overall. We didn't have to play that many games in order to finish those 4 rounds. I also separated a few replays so that we can take a look on them. Some replays were nicer, others were a little bit more dumb, but anyways. First though, I'm going to show you guys the data of the overall performance that I separated. So, talking about the data, right? This is basically the overall performance, right? So with ninjas, that's where I started. We played 6 games. We got 5 wins and a loss. That's pretty good considering the power level of ninjas is not that high. Then we went with Dragonlink for the second round. Here was a 50-50. But I must mention that most of these losses was because of time, right? So I lost some time because I was still practicing the combos, and Dragonlink is now more than ever a very heavy combo deck with a lot of steps. So if you don't have them memorized by heart, it's very easy to lose on time. So be careful with that. Then we went with Yubel Finsmith. Here I guess I lose one or two games on time. And the other game was a legit loss, kind of. So 7 games, still pretty good. And then we went on a crazy win streak with Ritual Beasts, like 8 wins straight with Ritual Beasts, zero losses. But I must confess, most of these wins were a little bit dumb because I just mostly won them because of hand traps. So I just well placed the hand traps and kind of won it. It was basically that, right? But if we want to have a little bit more details, let's start only with ninjas, right? And let's see our matchups. So our the decks we faced were very diverse. So with ninjas, like we didn't repeat a single deck type. Thinking about the opponents, right? And we only lost to Rescueways. We won against Ancient Gear, Dark Magician, Live Twin, Novels, and Synchron. That's pretty good. When we go to Dragonlink, things might change a little bit. So with Dragonlink here, it's awkward. We only won against Ancient Gear, Blue Eyes, and Resonators, and the others we pretty much lost. We also lost one for Blue Eyes, one for Branded, one for Ice Barrier, one for Lunalight. But again, some games here I actually went first and I lost due to time. The Ice Barrier one, I actually saved the replay and it was really nice because we almost won when second or first or breaking a board, but we lost because of time again. So if you practice a lot, it means that your win rate can be a lot higher, right? Then we go with Yubel Finsmith. Here we started repeating a little bit of more decks, so we faced 6M 2 times. We won against Dark Magician, we won 1 against 6M, we won against Tier Elements, we lost against Valmonica, against Pride, and 1 against Dragonmate. And the last but the best performance, which is Ritual Beasts. And with Ritual Beasts, we also have some very diverse duels. Like the only deck we repeated against was Live Twin. We had 2 matches against it. Then we had like an overall very diverse stuff. And we won all of the duels, which is really good. So now let's basically go. Let me select all of them. Yeah, here's like by opponent. So again, this was the overall performance, right? So we won we played 29 duels to complete those 4 rounds. We won 20 and we lost 9. So that's pretty good overall. Now let's go for the replay unit. Starting with ninjas, the first replay is against Novels, actually, I guess it's better to pronounce it like that. Like, our start was not the best, but it was enough, even though it was pretty mediocre, right? Yeah, this play allowed me to have the negate, the fusion summon, and after fusion summon, I can special summon the ninja that flips 2. And that's kind of what we do, we negate. Then we fusion summon eventually, I guess. Yes, now we fusion. And we're gonna summon the ninja that flips 2 permanently, which is really good. It's very easy to lose on time with ninjas as well, so that's something you need to pay attention if you're not practicing it frequently. Here we summon it in defense position. I don't really remember why, but I guess there was some effect that could deal with me if I was face up. And I still got banished, which is really bad. Like here I have nothing, right? Basically nothing, like an Ash. Yeah, drawing Kagero here was like really nice. I was able to tribute one face down because I had another trap. Another of the Dancing Leaves set. Going for the grind game, like sometimes you do what you gotta do. You have a nice combo using both Crush Ship and Boros Road, and the equip spell that lets you consider a monster, ninja monster, and then with Maizen you can attack directly with Boros Road twice, which is really nice. And here we won. Was a very nice because we didn't really start it strong, and the guy really pretty much comboed off, and we were still able to manage the resources and win sort of slowly. The second win against, again, I think it was against Punk. Let's check out. Try to separate like the least boring replays, you know. Went first again, but like with no combo, pretty much just setting cards. Yeah, set 3 pass. Okay, we have Super Poly, which is broken together with Ash, but not that many stuff. I was thinking about setting up a fusion for Ace of Spades, if possible. Tribute, no response, was gonna draw. Again, the combo to negate with Mitsu and fuse with Tobari. Use Mitsu to negate the fusion effect, which is really broken because summons 2 from the deck. Yeah, now Punk with the new support has a little bit more pushes than before. With fuse and response. We prepare Maizen. Maizen's gonna summon the ninja that flips 2 permanently. I think so. Yeah, no. I'm gonna change it to face down defense position, which doesn't really matter because it doesn't negate me, so it's whatever. We summon Geo, the Gravity Ninja. Flip them. And we still have Ash and Super Poly, so that's nice. Like, we interrupted them very nicely only with Ninja, and we still have Ash and Super Poly. They unphase because they didn't have more follow-up, more pushes, right? Flip Mason, activate the other effect of Geo to pop a card on the field. And now I try to go for the Boral Soul shenanigans, but I don't have the Equip spell to attack directly, and I also had to get rid of Mason, which is not ideal, but okay. And as they have little life points, they were low on life points, it wasn't necessary after all. And we were able to win. It was a nice duel as well. We ended up not even using Super Poly and Ash, which is quite nice. Now we go with Dragon Link stuff, and there's 3 duels. The second one is against Ice Barrier, which was a really nice, showing the potential to break boards if you manage your time well. But the first one is against Ancient Gear. I think Dragon Link's pretty much on heat on this event, so it's pretty strong. Sometimes starting with a card, it's actually detrimental, so it's not always that good even. It takes a long time to combo. I think we get nipped here, maybe that's why I saved this replay, I'm not sure. Or they break our board with Lava Golem or something like that, or even Super Poly. I just know that I combo, but in the end, we still got a little bit screwed. Moral and Dragon, nice. Yeah, this draws a lot depending on how you sequence your combo and what resources you use. Like if you're using the Equip spell, which is Regenerator, gives you a draw. Noctovision gives you a draw. A lot of stuff lets you draw now. Nice. Triple Borrow and Field plus Impulse is probably very strong. I guess I was wrong. I guess this was just like full combo like example, right? Just showing off how the full combo works out. And the deck sets up pretty nice and board when it's able to full combo, you know? It was pretty standard, pretty simple, nothing crazy this duel. They had no interruptions and with full combo. Now this is a loss, but nice loss. It's a nice duel that I could have won. I think I also made some misplays besides losing on time. Because I was low on. So we open double infirm, which is gonna help us for sure. It's trap. I think I just use it for discard fodder if I actually have to do it. One infirm here, so that he doesn't get the special summon from the deck. He has a little bit of push, he's gonna be able to synchro summon nonetheless. I also infirm here, but I didn't realize that this was a tuner, so he's already gonna be able to synchro summon. And you're annoying, you're very annoying. Goes for the effect. He doesn't draw. That's pretty good. And I start my turn. Here, I was thinking about what to do on every step, so that's why it took a little bit more of time, you know. Sector, he activates. You're annoying. I need to discard every time I want to resolve an effect. You're annoying because I can only activate one Spiral Trap each turn, so I need to get rid like both of them. Borrowload is such a nice card because when it's used for a linked summon, I can target a card on the field and destroy it, which is very nice. we were able to go for Boros Sword here. So now we have Boros Sword on field. We're gonna pop it with the Fatal Flare effect, and then we can pretty much clean it, right? Everything here. I would have to deal with this effect. Opponent's card, I would have to do something about it, but it's fine. I just need to summon a negate before I destroy you, kind of. We have this, we have like lots of stuff. We have so many bodies, we would be able to push it through, bro. You negate activation, so you can negate on damage tap, but then we lost on time. It was super sad, but it was a super nice game as well. Showing that Dragonlink has pushes to push through, even through some pseudo floodgates, you know. And then a third duel against Blue Eyes. So I don't remember how this played out exactly. Maybe it was more grindy game, but I'm not sure about it. Let's see. Well, they veilered us once. They veilered us twice. Okay, this was nice because it's showing us playing through hand traps. So we got double veiler, and I think we still full comboed through double veiler, which is very nice. I really like this aspect of Dragonlink, being able to push through this non-permanent hand traps, you know, which are basically when it's not full maxi or draw, we can kind of push it through, even through Nave, kind of, depending on your hand, obviously. Yeah, here it was like just broken overall. Borrow and Reborn. Reborn you, use your effect, go for the other one. We ended up not having the synchro, but that's fine. Like we have double negate, plus 2 traps, which is once another negates, and it just scoops. But this was more just to show that we can still combo through a few hand traps if they're not permanent hand traps, which really screws us over. I didn't save any replay for Yubel because I couldn't get any good replay from it, but that's fine. But I was able to save a few replays from Ritual Beast, and some Ritual Beast games were very, very grindy, which is very nice. Some games were more about placing good hand traps, using well-timed hand traps, and we were able to grind it off, basically. First duel, we're going first, but even though we're going first, let's check it out. I summon Rapengu. I banish down, I summon that, like it's not a bad hand. I think I misplayed here if I'm not wrong. I go there, I go here. And then I end phase because I don't have people to tag out. So I pretty much misplayed here, right? But we have triple hand trap. So Veiler, Ash, and Neep, which is still broken. Playing against Predator Plant. Run a plant with some plant stuff, so okay, I guess it's fine. They go for Chimera. They're gonna pop. I banish it to protect. Summon a Tamer. They super poly me. I nib them, and they enter. So we have Elder talents, and we can fuse from the grave. So we fuse from the grave, get you, special summon from the extra, get a paleo banish from the graveyard, normal Elder, fusion summon Canna search and defuse at the same time, reusing one of the bodies targeted for the search for Lara, fuse again, Lara effect, special summon Paddlefin's gonna use it as effect eventually to get rid of the token, another search, another resummon. Now get rid of the trap. Okay, so I prefer to do that, which is, it makes sense, it's a good choice. Now we go Cross Ship, another summon, special summon from the there, yeah, then just scoop. So it's more about how like you can turn things quickly, even if you misplay, and you don't have a lot of engine. Because if you don't have a lot of engine, that means you have non-engine. And if you have good non-engine, you can eventually stop your opponent's plans midway and continue your game plan on the turn 3, which is not very common on Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn 3, but sometimes it happens, you know. This is another game. Let's check it out. Creature Swap is a nice card. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to really use its full potential during this game, but it's a very nice card, classic card. Here was a little bit more versed into the combos. I had already practiced a little bit more, so I didn't misplay that much. Although it still wasn't perfect. We got Veilard. I don't know why he Veilard Noche Draco. Like, doesn't matter Veilard yet here, pretty much. Double Veilar. Like Ash and double Veilar. So we're gonna play through triple interruption, which is really nice. So it can also play through some hand traps as long as they are not permanent hand traps. So Ritual Beast is also a deck that has this ability depending on how you open also. And the last replay that I separated to show off. And after that, I'm gonna show you guys the deck lists for all these 3 decks. There were 4 decks actually in total, but I didn't really save any replay for Yubel. It was not really that different from any classic Yubel list that you can find anywhere. Here, I pretty much like won because of Raster Ligger. We pretty much grinded because of it. A well-placed Ghost Bell kind of screwed him also on the trap. We had Wishes because Wishes gives him a lot of advantage, so it's good to Ash Wishes. We were going second here. There was a moment that I misplayed, and the misplay was this girl cannot be destroyed by battle, and I attacked over her when I should have gotten rid of Dark Magician. That was a misplay, but still. Things still played out. Stretch is special, he ashes me. I think I summoned Fula. Use that, top Tyrant. Here I should attack over Dark Magician, but I attacked over her thinking I would have destroyed her, but it didn't work, obviously. Then he tries to go for some crazy stuff, but it just doesn't work out. And you get his Primite, he activates Roar. Roar is going to be very annoying later on. He searches for Magician Souls with Dark Magician of Destruction, which is interesting. Now he activates True Light. I was saved. It goes over specifically for True Light, and it wipes his field, which is broken. He still had follow-up though. He went Battle Phase. He could not attack because that is specified by where? He summoned it with Spirit, and Spirit specifies that you cannot attack with it. Special summon, it cannot attack, and its effects are negated. So he cannot destroy my Raster Liger, which was his doom, basically, right? Finally, an emergency teleport, summon Lara. I still had to do this anyway, it wasn't a play still. Plus 2300. It was very, very grinded. Turn 5, I think next turn I'm finally able to finish it, but he was still able to play a little bit this turn. Summon, activate, load, get another Roar. Roar was really rough to play through. Summon Blue Eyes, Mating, activate Maiden, reset, you summon another Blue Eyes, and now he was able to get rid of Raster Liger and was able to get a Jet Dragon. So we're in a pretty bad situation here, right? He has triple Blue Eyes monster. We only have an Inheritance in hand, and we have at least a Lara in graveyard, which is gonna help us. We just need a Ritual Beast name, which is what we got. We got Elder. Now we were able to do some nice plays. Activate the spell, reveal Elder, each Elder, summon Kanahawk. Kanahawk gets banished because of Roar. Summon again, no Draco. Every normal summon can get banished for each Roar, and he still has one more. He had 2 Roars in the graveyard. He only have 1500 life points, so we didn't need that much damage. We needed only a little bit. And send another one. Here we're gonna get another normal summon that he's gonna banish again, but he just scoops. I don't think he remember he had the second Roar, but the second Roar would have been hard to play through. But anyway, talking about deck lists. So first, ninjas. Ninjas, I like ninjas, so I generally want a combo. So was playing sort of heavy engine, right? So triple Obari with triple Mitsu because they combo nicely. Thinking about interruption, it's negate, and then fusion that turns into more interruption. Hanzo is kind of a starter that searches for a lot of cards, and Kagero is a way to get more than one body out the field so that we can have Maizen on our end field and facilitate the interruption with Geo. And it's pretty much that. Like, Super Poly is a nice deck, but never really ended up using it, so probably can cut it for other stuff. There's also other ninja engines you can use it. You can have the card that sends a card to the graveyard, I guess, just set, and the other one that destroys to draw 2, so you have some options. Then we go with Dragon Link, if I'm not wrong. Let me check it out. Yes, so we were playing this version of Dragon Link, which is pretty nice. We are trying not to use many light and wind monsters so that we can benefit with dominance impulse. Like, we still have some conflicts here, like Romulus is wind and Drow is wind, so we resolve impulse from hand. We're locked out of those cards. Still, it's pretty nice, pretty interesting. We also have Bell here, which is Earth, and also conflicts a little bit with Impulse, but for this event, it kind of worked out pretty well. Triple Dragon Shrine, so that we can send Absteralder, or even, who knows, maybe Destrudo if we already have Absteralder and stuff like that, or some other monsters that you might want to reborn with Beastie, you might want to reborn with Bestial. There are many options. Pretty good. Let me just check if I changed this. I don't think I changed it later. When I didn't have a monster on the field, I was also playing Fuwalos, right? But that's pretty much the only difference. Fuwalos was a change for Bell. And then the ritual-based list, which was like this, right? Also, the hand traps changed a little bit depending if I had a card on the field. If I didn't have a card on the field, I was playing Inform and Fua. If I had, I would change those for Neeb and Valor, right? So that all my hand traps were alive turn one when I was going second case. It was a pretty standard list as well. A lot of ritual-based names so that we can combo off. And that's it. So that's it, guys. Thanks for your attention. It was a very nice event. If everything goes well and I have time, I'm gonna do a similar video next month, either about the ranked performance or about the DC Cup performance. That's also gonna happen. Maybe 2 videos, who knows, but I'm not gonna promise that. So see ya guys next time.